There you go, friends. Do you remember, I think I've done a video or two on this, where I've been griping about how my left eye, this eye, is acting up, and I'm having trouble, especially at night, seeing to drive. And it naturally that'll give you the willies, especially you got oncoming traffic and stuff, and ooh, they uh, they hit you with their with the high beams and stuff, and you're just not, yeah, you're just not getting a full view of the road as a result. And be okay if it was the 60s, I suppose, but back in the 60s, oh, far out, man. No, no, but not anymore, thank you. I don't think I need a head-on collision. The I've been in a few. I don't particularly, and I've been to a few, to help people, and it's definitely no picnic. But evidently, it wasn't. I think my eye does need work, but I think what's especially interesting is that it just didn't seem like my lights were quite giving me the full view. It was like I was getting a partial view of the oncoming traffic, and well, so I stopped to look, and it turns out that there's evidently there's a few bulbs in my headlights, and evidently the one that would normally play off to the that would play to the left hand side as I'm driving, as I'm looking forward. Evidently, that one is acting up. It evidently has a couple of positions, and depending on what knob I chose or what lever I chose, that thing would just plain, it normally would be on, but that particular filament in the bulb was broken. And it looks like all I got to do is go get a light bulb, which I imagine they're a fortune, but that's all right. It beats having a collision. And that's evidently what's been bugging me. Because it just didn't seem to make sense that I shouldn't, even with uh, approaching traffic or no approaching traffic, I should have some view of the left hand side of the highway. And this evidently this thing was, I wasn't getting I guess uh, the whole 9 yards out of that headlight. I seem to remember it would have been a few months ago. I had a problem with a headlight, and I stopped at a gas station, local, and I said, "Look, this light's just not. I'm having trouble seeing, especially definitely at night. What do you think?" And the guy said, "Oh yeah," he says, "Yeah, we fiddled with the lights," and he said, "Yeah, you need a light bulb here. I don't have the one you need. You're going to have to get another one, but at least this'll give you some light. You'll, but just please remember, you've got you definitely need to get it. Even though this will get you through, you need a better one than what's here. The better one will give you a further range. It shuts off, if approaching traffic's coming. I believe he said something like that, and you should be fine. The light you're getting will give you some light. It shows also that you're not a motorcycle coming down the road. You're a car with two headlights." He says it can make a difference, and he says at least you'll get by, and just go get yourself one of those better bulbs. I don't have them, but the dealership will usually have them for you. And I guess that went in one ear and out the other with all the stuff I do, and I promptly forgot. And all of a sudden, I guess when I got home, I said, I got to look at these headlights. There's something goofy here, and indeed that's what it was. At certain positions, the light that would help me see off to the left as I'm heading down the road was out. There's a weaker bulb or there's a weaker position of that kind of shows that you're, again, like I said, too two headlights coming down. You're not a motorcycle coming down the road. You're a four wheeler. And so anyway, so I'm heading off to go get myself a better light bulb today, and I hope it's not $8,000 plus change, plus tax rather. Well, it'll be better than being wrapped around a tree, I suppose, one day here out on the highway. And it will be nice to be able to see when no cars are coming, it would be nice to see the left-hand side of the approaching road. So at least I can keep an eye peeled for deer and stuff. But I've been wondering what the devil was wrong. And, the problem just that I think at one time I knew about just kind of went, yeah. So anyway, I think we're in good shape. Going to stop on the way to work to see if the Honda dealership has a bulb for me. Hopefully they will, and usually they don't take too much to put them in, so it should be okay. Boy. But honestly, I thought it was either mostly I thought it was a combination of bad eyesight. The that particular light with the wrong position does indeed it just messes you up something awful. And you could think your lights are on, but they're not the strong enough ones. It might be a parking light that's on, and you think, well, how come I'm not? Yeah, you can imagine. Even headlights now are complicated in our modern cars, aren't they? Used to be, gosh, they used to use candles, didn't they? I think they did in the early cars. It was something very simple. I don't know if they even had light bulbs I guess they did have some light bulbs when cars were invented, and I got to say, the light lasted a long time, but it was worth every penny. But it's going to be nice to have another one put in the proper spot. That's for sure. God love a duck, man. Whew. Okay, well, enough of my baloney. I know any car mechanic is probably now banging his head on the table. God, Doc, you didn't explain that right at all, but you get the idea. Yeah. If your headlights seem, especially if you're in a modern car, here's the moral of the story. If you got a relatively modern car, up-to-date car, and your headlights don't seem right, remember that headlights are kind of complicated nowadays. You might want to go to the dealership and check it out. And that's what I'm going to do from here on in. Okay, I'll see you later. God bless. Stay safe out there. Bye now.